Walker Ford. It's the 100K subscriber celebration. I wanted to share this special moment with you guys because you have shared so much with me as we've been on this journey since October of 2017. We have grown so much here in the Raity's Rise family, and I wanted to help you, those that couldn't make it here to Walker Ford. I wanted to bring the experience to you because you guys are so important, and I know that if you were in the Clearwater area, you would be here with us. And as you can see, we lucked out. It's August, it's hot, it's humid, but at least it's not raining, and we have a hell of a turnout, well over 200 cars, well over 300 people, and now we are going to do a little bit of a presentation, and I just wanted to welcome you first. So here we go. I'll see you guys in a second.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming to the Raity's Rise 100K subscriber celebration. I want to give a huge round of applause for everybody here at Walker Ford, from Frank Walker, Weston Walker, Tracy, Benji, Mark, Austin, everybody, Denise, Greg, so helpful, so accommodating to throw this amazing celebration. You know, we were here just last year, October 13th, 2018, we were here celebrating the 10,000K subscriber celebration, and then just 4 months ago in April, we were here once again for the 50K, and now it's the big one, the 100,000K celebration. And I know that we will soon be once at that 200 mark and seeing you guys again, but I definitely do not do this all alone, and I wanted to give an opportunity for you to meet some of the other people that make Raity's Rides possible and just make the connection and all the happiness and joy happen. This first person I want to bring up to the microphone is somebody that obviously is my partner in life. My wonderful, beautiful wife, Lori, has been so influential in giving me inspiration, telling me that I can do this. For 4 years, before I even started the channel, she was the one telling me, you need to start a YouTube channel. So I definitely want to bring her up because she deserves to have some of this wonderful excitement shared, and she has some wonderful things that she wants to share with you guys. So let's hear a round of applause for Lori, my wonderful wife.
Thank you guys. Thank you all so much for coming. What a turnout. Wow. I was, a little thinking, gosh, it's August 10th. People probably won't come until a little later when the sun comes down, but here we are all sweating together and enjoying this wonderful summer night. So 100,000 subscribers, can you believe it? It's only been about a year and a half. I remember when Joe we were pushing so hard to get to 1,000. We were like, wow, 1,000 subscribers, we can do it. And then when we got to 1,000 subscribers about a year and a half ago, I remember thinking, we were kind of dreaming and brainstorming, wouldn't it be so exciting to get to 100,000 subscribers? And I'll be honest, we actually got a little depressed when we started thinking about how on earth are we going to be able to reach 100,000 people. It's going to take years upon years upon years. And then we hit 5,000 subscribers, and then it was 10,000 subscribers. And then just this past April, we were at 50, and now we're at 100. It's really exciting, and it's because of all of you. We have it all to thank because of all of you, because of your engagement, because of you guys just showing up in the comments, showing up here, and all of your support. It's just really exciting. I absolutely love reading the comments and learning from you all, and it's just so much fun. I mean, who doesn't love a good zonk, right? I mean, I know I tune in for that quite a bit. Like, are you gonna zonk it? I just want to shout out to probably the hardest working man on YouTube. One of you coined that term. The hardest working man on YouTube, Joe Raiti. I mean, really, it's pretty tremendous, his resilience. He still cold calls. He's out there banging on doors. Believe it or not, there are still people that don't get it and turn him away. And so people like Walker Ford, people like all of you, we all get it. And it's pretty amazing to see just how far he's come. And I want to share with you guys just a little bit about him. You know, Joe doesn't really look at himself as an influencer, but he's been teaching high school for 17 years. So you can imagine that he is a leader, and I know it, and you know it. He doesn't necessarily see it. One of the things that I thought you guys might like to know that aren't his former students is that his students used to say WWRD. What would Raiti do? They would hashtag, what would Raiti do? Not only what car would he buy, or how would he, what does he think about this car? What would Raiti do? Would he buy this car? But also just how he lives his life. I mean, he goes to the gym, he works. I mean, he's just a stand-up guy, and that's the main reason that we all love watching his channel and watching him grow. I can't think of a better person who's a leader who deserves this tremendous success. So I'm gonna wrap it up now and give a huge shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, Joe Raiti. Let's hear it for him, guys.
Thank you, thank you. Definitely give a round of applause to my wonderful wife, Lori, for saying those things. It's just really, it means so much to me just to be able to share all of this with you and definitely let you get a piece of what's on her mind and things that, because you know, she's there. When I was coming home from work, doing the YouTube thing and still teaching, I was there in the kitchen table answering comments until 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. And she was willing to say, hey, do your thing. I know how much this means to you. You're really gonna make something of it. So I definitely owe so much to her. This next person I wanna bring up, I definitely can't do it without him. Especially now, you know, during the summertime, we're at certain dealerships, we'll knock out 4 or 5 cars. It's 96 degrees outside, there's no shade. And something that you should know about this person before I introduce him, he was once my student. I actually taught him several different classes. Such an outstanding person, human being, and really a car guy. He would come by my classroom, we would always talk about cars, look at other YouTube channels like Petrolicious and things like that, and just be able to share that love. And now here I am sharing this journey hand in hand with him as we go from not even having a channel to well over 100,000 subscribers. You guys know him as Big Guns McGee. Obviously, Tom Mosher, come on down, grab this mic. Don't squeeze too tight, because you might break the mic. Thanks, brother.
Hello, everyone. As you know, Joe started the name of Big Guns McGee, so that's what most people know me by. Everyone else calls me Tom. So Joe was my teacher in high school for 3 different classes, 3 different years. So we've known each other a long time, and this whole thing really started by just talking to Joe after school. And he told me, he's like, hey, I go to this cool event called DuPont Registry the 3rd Saturday of every month. So I started going to that, and I learned about Reed's Motorsports. And every month, my dad and I would go together, and I would look for Joe, and I would hope that he'd be there to teach me about cars. Because any car, make, model, any year, he would have some form of knowledge just off the top of his head. And that's how it really started, of us becoming friends and learning about cars and sharing our passion together. And then, long story short, he started this YouTube channel, and I kind of just talked my way into helping him film. He needed a camera guy, and we were both excited, and we were always at the same events together. And that's how I really fell into it. It might be a lot more than you guys really see behind the scenes. As you know, we work with dozens of dealerships, and we couldn't do it, especially without Walker Ford. They're our #1 supporter, and the people that really gave us the big break to get in with dealerships to do new cars, and now we can share our passion with so many others. So it's really because of the people that we work with that we can share, and we've grown so much. And today is as much about Joe as everyone else that's here, because without you and all the other thousands of people, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So because of you, Joe's been able to retire, and both of us do this full time to give you guys something to look forward to after you get off work. 5, 6 o'clock, and 4 videos on the weekend. We're working day in and day out to provide that. So we really want to thank you from the bottom of the heart. We really want to thank Weston Walker and Frank Walker that are here. They're hosting this entire thing. So we want to thank all of them, and they'll be speaking shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Like Tom said, you know, we work with about 40 different locations in Central Florida, not just dealerships, but also like organizations like Stunzeed Auto Styles that does ceramic coating and all that kind of stuff. So we do lots of other things, anything that's car related. But Walker Ford, like Tom said, was the one that gave us our big break, so to speak. They gave us access to the cars, and without Walker Ford giving us that initial start, I feel like we would have eventually still kept growing, of course, but that really just opened up the floodgate and allowed us to get access into other dealerships as well. Once they saw, hey, well, Walker Ford is believing in these guys, we need to give them a shot as well. But definitely I want to bring out Weston Walker, somebody who is so influential in making this whole thing go down so well. But give a big round of applause for Weston. Thanks, buddy.
I don't know if you guys see us up here, but I don't know, that's not a good picture of me. I want to buy a car from that guy. Skinny arms with McGee, right? But thank you everybody for coming out today. Really, really good turnout. We're here for Joe today. His growth has been unbelievable. 4 months ago, actually. We're at 50,000, did the 50,000 celebration. Here we are 4 months later at 100K. And just unbelievable guy. Your passion is crazy. First day I saw him, you know, just his passion for knowledge and car is just never ending. And whenever he comes in, definitely make it a point to come down and talk to Joe, because every time I sit with him, I always learn something new. You know, whether it be Ford or Toyota, or, you know, we always small talk, and you humble me with your knowledge. So thank you, Joe. Frank, you know, you saw him walking around. He had to go, but without this, we couldn't do it. So thank you, Frank. We put together a present for you. Come on up here, buddy.
For me? Am I gonna get cake or anything?
No, I mean, if you want to do that again, we can throw cake at each other if you want. But,
Wow.
yep.
Hard claim, this is what I love. You know what?
You got your foam cannon and all that stuff there, buddy.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations,
Thank you,
and you're the best, man. Love it.
Let's hear a nice round of applause for Weston. I guess now it's my turn. What can I say? You know, you think about how many wishes does a person deserve to get in life? And I felt like I used up a lot of my wishes already. You know, I had that dream of mine. I don't know if many of you got to see the video on me being a race car driver. I was a professional race car driver for 3 years after college. I figured that was my dream. I got the chance, it happened, and then it ended. And I felt like, well, I guess it's time to go to work. And I started teaching at Ridgewood High School in 2001. And I was there at Ridgewood for every year until 2017 when they decided to close the school. I just want to make all of you aware that because of you, you have helped me. You have given me an opportunity that I did not even know was possible. People being able to make a living on YouTube. And for me to show and share my passion of cars and knowledge and everything else, and be able to communicate with you guys back and forth, it's so crazy, because I really feel like sometimes technology and the internet makes us distant in a way, because we're always just posting pictures or we're doing this and you're really not communicating back and forth. But it's amazing how many lives I have been able to touch, all because of Raiti's Rides. I'm sure some of you have seen some of the other Q&As and stuff like that. I mean, I have people reaching out to me saying, thank you. My son, who has autism, he could sit down, even though he suffers from autism, when Raiti's Rides is on, he sits down with me and he watches your show, father and son. For something like that, it just blows my mind. I mean, of course, I get many people say, hey, you helped me get my WRX, the car of my dreams, my Mustang, my this, my that. But to have people tell me that I'm doing things like that. You know, we had a subscriber, his name's Sean, he wound up winning the 100K, he was one of the 100K winners. He's going through all these different health issues, but yet, while he's in the hospital, while he's on home on bed rest, having Raiti's Rides every single day is something that gives him something to look forward to. And it's just a dream come true, and I'm just so grateful. And to look out at the parking lot here, this is exactly what's in my head. I see all these different cars because I love all these different style of cars, and that was my inspiration, was to try to bring car people from all different walks of life, all different brands, all different models together, because we all love the same thing, the automobile or the pickup truck or the SUV or whatever. And that's what really has been so amazing for me. And I know maybe you've seen the channel and you say, wow, 18 months, he went from 0 to 100,000. That seems pretty easy. I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for my wife, Tom, all the dealerships we work with, and all of you, this would be nearly impossible. Because of this whole pay it forward thing. Somebody connects me with one person at a dealership, that person knows somebody at another location. It has just launched me all over the place. So I have all of you to thank, and really, this is the first year. Guess what? I'm not going back to school. I retired from teaching after 18 years. Thank you. And there's a part of me that's gonna miss it because I really miss teaching, but the crazy thing is I keep forgetting, and my students that have graduated that are now watching Raity's Rise, they always tell me, Joe, you are teaching, you're still teaching, you're still getting up in front of people, and that's the crazy thing, because I'm telling you, after 17 years and being told that your school's being closed and you gotta look for a new job somewhere, it's just not the same. And to have this ability now to do what I'm doing, if you ever question yourself, is there somebody out there living their dream that you know? I am living my dream, and it's because of all of you. So thank you so much for your dedication to the channel. Thank you for coming out tonight. Definitely, I hope that you got yourself something to eat. We're gonna be having cake in a few minutes, and we have a ton of amazing giveaways. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being Raity's Rise subscribers, and thank you for being part of the Raity's Rise family. I will see you at the 200K. Let's have some cake.
Let's take some notes, yeah!
Alright guys, I got my bucket of goodies. You saw the amazing excitement here. You saw all the people. I just hope that this was something that I could do to bring the excitement to you. Keep watching, keep commenting, keep asking me questions. I appreciate all your love and support. And all these guys here, show them the guys. Alright, Tom, the whole crew is here, Chris, doing 350Gs with me and stuff. But anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you all on the next ride.